Okay, what it do? What it do? It's your boy Supremo Chiha. So last year we got Asahd, you know what I mean? Asad's debut tape, which was sick, you know what I mean? Asad's debut tape last year was crazy. And this year Asahd got the help of his father, DJ Khaled, and he called it. He was kind enough to even put his father on in the title, like, you know, Father of Asahd is the name of the project. And yeah, so first the intro. I want to just talk about the intro. I think the intro is a little bit messy. It's a little bit all over the place. Some verses drag on for days. Other verses, you know, are on point. Oh 07 Shake for me really saved the intro. I think it was a little bit weak until her part came through, and then everyone after her part was, you know, the first chorus was really really good. But the first part, it was definitely a little bit weak. Now, on the other hand, if we go to the next few songs, we got Wish Wish with Cardi B and 21 Savage. It's an okay song. Not too much to say about it. Maybe like a 6 out of 10. Maybe even a 7. It's, you know, it does what it does. It's a poppy kind of rap song. You know, the tape it's pretty good. It's solid for what it is. Almost like a compilation tape with one team. Um, yeah, some people are underwhelming and some people did great. So one of the big problems I had with the project was some samples are just too much. They're just oversampled, and that's apparent mainly in Just Us with SZA, which they use the Miss Jackson sample, but it literally sounds like the Miss Jackson beat. It doesn't even sound like there's much change, if any change at all. So the problem with that is, despite Caesar's phenomenal performance, it undermines it because all I can think about is, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I ain't for real. So because of that, it just takes away from the song unnecessarily. I think if he used a completely different beat, it would have served SZA and the song much better. Like, for me to remember the song to even, that is even called Just Us, is gonna be a chore because automatically I'm be thinking, ooh, I am for real. So that's kind of the problem there. That's one of the problems. Another song like that is Freaking You. With Little, I think it's Lil Wayne, right? Freaking You with Lil Wayne and Gunna. That song is also heavily sampled, and it's just, yeah, it's just too heavily sampled. I think it feels a little lazy. I feel they could have made more effort to change it. Um, Now we got Jay Z is in the tape again. He's back at it again. Now Jay Z has a very very solid verse in his song, and that song is called Top Off. But that chorus is horrendous. Future's execution is just terrible, to be honest. It's awful. It ruins the song really. Jay Z goes hard. Beyonce does her thing. She's good. She's not amazing in it, but she's okay. And you know, her rendition of the chorus is much stronger than Future's. Yeah, Future was unnecessary in that song. They should just left it to the Carters. And the intro to Jay Z's verse was a bit cringeworthy as well. I must admit that. But overall, it's still a solid enough song. Now Big Sean's the first feature that Big Sean is in, is very very underwhelming, and that song is Jealous. I think is very underwhelming there. But when he gets his own solo cut in Thank You, the second last song on the project, he goes extremely hard, and it's a phenomenal performance on that. Great lyricism, good flow. I feel like Big Sean, like, I used to think he had the best flow in the game. But ever since Dark Sky Paradise, I feel like he doesn't really push himself flow wise, which I think kind of undermines his skills, because as an MC, he has amazing capabilities to create the most interesting flows. He even, you know, the triplet flow, he did that like back in the Detroit EP projects and stuff like that. So it's a shame, really. I feel like he's not pushing himself in terms of his flows enough. Even Thank You is a great song, but the flow is very very simplistic. Now the guy that's the most featured on this whole project is Meek Mill. He has 3 features, I believe, and yeah, you can just tell that you know, Asahd loves Meek Mill, loves himself some Meek Mill. Actually, apologies, I think he's in 2 songs. Weather the Storm with Lil Baby, and You Stay with J Balvin, Lil Baby, and Jeremiah. so him and Lil Baby, I suppose, are the ones most prominent, and Big Sean is there twice as well. So you got a few artists there twice. The Nas song with Ceelo Green is great. Very very good song. Very nice feel to it, kind of jazzy ish, old smooth soul type rap. With some great vocals by CeeLo Green. Now Nipsey Hussle Higher with John Legend, fantastic song. Now, out of courtesy and I don't feel like it's fair to even try to rate the song legendary. Fantastic song. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. He does his thing on it. I feel like parts of the beat though. I mean, and again, apologies for criticizing this verse, but Nipsey Hussle does his job. He does perfect, but the beats at time, you know what I mean? I feel like maybe because they didn't get a chance to fix it up because, of his passing. But I feel like those parts of the beat that don't quite match his flow. And so it's like I think the beat was changed up maybe after. But I don't think it matched his flow perfectly. Just little bits, but I think that kind of took away points for the song. But the song otherwise is very good. John Legend does his thing. It's not really my type of song, but I can still appreciate that it's a really good song. And then, yeah, Just Us, the Miss Jackson sounding song is a great song. Again, such a shame that they essentially kept the same beat. It just takes away from it, really. No Brainer, we all heard a pop song. It's still a good song, not amazing, but, it's a pop song, repetitive, typical, I don't want to say like formulaic, but it's, there's a formula to that song. It does what it does. Holy Ground starts kind of how the project ends with the reggaeton type feel to it, but it's not quite as messy. It's actually rather good. So yeah, I mean the tape is pretty good. I mean Asahd did his thing. I mean I think DJ Khaled should have had less influence in this project because I think Asahd did a better job when he produced the last project by himself. So when he executive produced the previous project, sorry. But I think in this one, DJ Khaled just puts his hand in a bit too much. I think in the future he needs to let Asahd do more of the work, do more of the heavy lifting because I think Asahd just makes better decisions at times. You know what I mean? But I will say as well, actually, the video for the Travis Scott and Post Malone song is unbelievable. You guys need to check that out. The song is called Celebrate. Post Malone and Travis Scott absolutely kill it. My only qualm is I wish Post Malone, I don't know, his flow in the first verse isn't amazing. It's not as good as I would like for it to be. Travis Scott's chorus is fantastic. Travis Scott's verse is also good, but I wish Post Malone would be back on that verse just to create that diversity. But yeah, still a really really good song. But it would have been nice to couple the two a bit more. So because you have Post Malone, you have the chorus, you have Travis Scott, you have the chorus. But I feel like it should be, Post Malone chorus, Post Malone chorus. You know what I mean? So, but it's still a really really good song. The whole project is really good. It's not amazing, but it's I don't think anyone would expect an amazing. Not to talk down on it, but I don't think anybody would expect like a super amazing project from DJ Khaled because he's a DJ and essentially his job is to get artists together and create almost a compilation tape based upon a team. So it's not gonna be like a concept album, etc. Now, one of the songs that was really, really good, these throwback songs actually were probably the best songs on the projects. Like Jeezy and Rick Ross, absolutely fantastic song. Very well done. Jeezy just did his thing, and Rick Ross did his thing as well. I think some of the songs, it's not necessarily that some of the songs shouldn't be there, but I feel like Freaking You it's like really, it's just kind of there just to have a Lil Wayne and Gunna future, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's a great song. You Stay with Meek Mill, J Balvin, Lil Baby, and Jeremiah. Very good song, but again, I think too many features on certain songs just takes away from the structure of the song or the flow, the fluidity of the song. And I think that's probably the biggest letdown about the project is some of the songs just has too many vocals. Jealous with Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, and Big Sean. I feel like if it was just Chris Brown, Jealous would have been a phenomenal song. I think Lil Wayne weighs it down a little bit. He's way out of his prime. And again, like I said, Big Sean's verse was underwhelming. So that's essentially what I think. I think if he cut down on the amount of features and maybe shorten some of the songs, I mean, actually, I'm not even gonna complain about the length of the songs. I think just cut down on some of the features. I think the project would have been better, because people like Future just straight up ruin songs. Excuse me. And I actually like Future. You know what I mean? Coding Crazy is still one of my favorite songs of all time, but it is what it is. I think, when he has a bunch of features, I think like Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, and Quavo, they complement each other a lot better than, let's say, uh, Wayne, Big Sean, and Chris, or Buju Banton, Sizzla, Mavado, and 070 Shake. Do you know what I mean? So that's just how I feel about it. I think if Mavado and 070 Shake took the first song, the song would have been amazing. Now I'm not really sure about Sizzla's vocals or Buju Banton's vocals. I can only tell apart Mavado and 070 Shake's vocals because I listen to them. But yeah, the tape was okay. I mean, I can't really give it much more than a 6 out of 10. Just because there's nothing really outstanding about it. There's about 2-3 songs that I come back to, and I think the faults that I stated just weighed the project down. I look forward to what Asahd does next. He's still very very young, and DJ Khaled's did his thing as well. Still screaming on songs as always, but yeah, that's what I think. Please let me know what you guys thought of the project. If you've heard it, if you haven't, you should probably check it out. There's definitely 1 or 2 solid songs that you probably like from it. And yeah, that's really it. 7 out of 10 for me. And muchos love, all that shit. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, discuss. Let's discuss what you guys think about it and all that. Peace.